Oh, you know, that does the work for you?
The therapist?
Yeah.
Physiotherapist, maybe?
She had me walking down one of the aisles, what's today, Friday, Tuesday. And I went all right. But you see, my shoulders are gone now.
Yeah. Yes, it's the ageing process.
Huh?
You're not as young as you used to be.
Well, that's a damn trouble. I mean, it's too old.
Yeah.
But see, I want to get on the crutches again and then get the leg and play bowls again.
Yes.
But I think I might as well give the bowls away. But I've got to go out to the get checked to see if I get a leg.
Yes. Yeah.
Don't you? Do you think I'm too old to get another leg?
No, I reckon you should have one. Yeah. Because Geelong need you at centre half back this week.
I'll be watching.
Yeah. Now, I did ask you earlier about your mates, but when you got back to Singapore, were you close to anyone in particular?
Yes.
Do you remember the names of them?
Well, Nugget Coombs was the main one.
Yeah.
Oh God, now so I'll have them back.
Yeah. After I go, you'll remember them all. Do you? No, I'm just trying to gather my thoughts on how to express this. No, I'll just turn it off.
Yeah. Laurie Thompson, but well, look, I might I'll write them down.
Tell me this: how many amputees were with you in Singapore?
Oh well, I wouldn't know.
Well, were you all together? If you were in the convalescent depot?
No, look, I'll have to go and have a wee.
Yeah, okay, well, stop this.
I'm sorry.
You're more comfortable now, sir?
Oh, yes.
That's good. All right, now maybe, can you remember when the war ended? When you first heard that the war was over?
Yes, I did. I remember it was terrific, but I just can't place in my mind at the moment that where I was. I can remember getting on the hospital ship. Yeah, what was the hospital ship? The Orangi.
Yes.
The Orangi was a hospital ship, and we just took, I think, something like this to come on the boat. And they took us down the passage and into the cabin, and they had nurses. I think those days nurses used to have the
veil.
And I think there's only 3 of us in one cabin. The other 3, we walk in, and we're looking around. They said, "Sit down, sit down." We couldn't get over the cleanliness.
Yes, yeah.
It stuck in my mind.
Yes, yeah.
And but before that, we were in the jail. I can't think who I was with at that time. It's awful. I'm sorry, but it be so damn stupid.
Right. Yeah. So when you got back to Australia, did they bring you right through to Sydney?
To Port Melbourne, Sydney and then to Port Melbourne.
Then on to Port Melbourne.
And that was sad. We get to Sydney all right. And whilst we were docked at Sydney, waiting to come back to Port Melbourne,
yes.
I'm on crutches, of course, and I'm going back to my cabin. We were on this deck, and we had to get down the next deck. I put my crutches on the next step, and the boat went down, and I went that way. And this bloke Nugget was with me, and I hit the banister, slipped over, and he grabs me and he drops me because I was too awkward. And I did my shoulders there. That's a long time ago, isn't it? And because when we get to Port Melbourne, they take me out in a stretcher. And I said, I put in an ambulance, and that back was opened, and there's one bloke there, and I'm looking out the back. And I said, what's happening here? Yeah, we're going out to Heidelberg. I said, oh, right, okay. So the ambulance goes. Oh, before that I'm getting cigarette packets thrown at me. I'm saying to these blokes, see, here you go, oh, shut up, get out. I think they died in Heidelberg. And I had all these things, but the funny part was that as there were a hell of a lot of people there on the wharf, and there's 3 girls running after the van, and the bloke must have saw them, and he slowed down, and I said, who are you? And they said, we're your sisters.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Did you have 3 sisters?
So,
yeah.
We get to Heidelberg, and upstairs, and they said, get into bed. I said, I'm not getting to bed, I'm going home. Oh, yes you are. And then yeah, I started to get cranky. So I said, oh, come with me. So I go down and see the doctor. And what's the trouble? I said, I'm going home. The nurse wants to put me to bed. Yes, that's right. I said, I'm not going home, I'll walk home. And after a few more things, he said, oh look, examine me. He said, you come back here Wednesday, I'll make arrangements for that. I said, that's good, thank you, doctor. And I walk out the door, and there's a girl walking down here, Beryl.
Really?
Yep. Remember that, Beryl?
Good idea, Beryl.
You see, we were engaged before we went away.
Yes,
See,
yeah.
Naturally, I thought, well, she'd be married with kids.
Yes, yeah. But she was waiting for you.
I got carried away then, didn't I?
No, that's nice.
But, that stuck in my mind.
Yes, yeah. Now, what was your employment after the war?
Wonderful. The company that I worked for, I started work in 1932. I was 15. And when I get back and they came to see me, the managing director, they made up my pay right throughout the war, plus bonuses and no holiday pay and all that. Remarkable. It was McPherson's. I don't know whether you know McPherson's.
No, I don't.
Well, it must be the best in the world.
Yes, yeah.
And there was a nice big whack of money.
Yes, yeah.
Wonderful gesture, you know.
Now.
And then I worked there for 46 years.
Yes, yeah.
Oh, I don't know, I think I'm cleaning up papers again. That was my last card.
Oh, your business card. McPherson's Industrial Products Division. Projects Manager. Thank you, Jack.
So I had a great life with them. Do you know anyone that got that treatment? Paid right through?
Yes, I did know someone, but well,
yeah.
Jack, I'll thank you very much for the interview. And
well, I feel as I've let you down because of, but as you say, like, because I have friends who's had plenty. Yeah. Like Dick Kidby now, well, we're friends. We're connected with Dick and that. But we always had friends, didn't we?
Yeah.
Well, I need to actually take you back to Songkurai. And do you remember any of the chaplains who were up there?
Remember what?
You go back up to Songkurai when you had your accident and you had your leg amputated by Colonel Huston. Do you remember any of the chaplains?
Remember?
The padres. Do you remember any of the padres?
No, but they were there. But no, I don't.
Well, what is your religion?
Church of England.
Yeah. Oh. So there was a chaplain, George Pillane, who was a Church of England.
Pillane.
Pillane, doesn't ring a bell?
No.
Roman Catholic fellow, Paddy Walsh.
That sounds well.
And what about a Church of England, the British Church of England, the minister?
Well,
Noel Duckworth.
Duckworth, yes, Duckworth, yes, he was a character.
Yeah.
Yes, that rings a bell.
He was a very short man.
Yeah, now you're getting him, yes.
And he went.
What is his first name?
Noel Duckworth.
Noel Duckworth, yeah. I know the name,
yeah. And he was, you know how a lot of the F Force people were taken into Burma, do you remember?
Yes. Oh.
You didn't go through to Burma, did you?
No, I don't know.
Right.
Sorry about that. Oh.
No, well, I'll say, Jack, thank you very, very much for the privilege of interviewing you. And what I'm going to do now, I'm going to ask Beryl if she'll come and join you on the tape as well. I'm going to record a little bit of her history too.
Oh, right.
So I'll just stop it there. Beryl, this is your turn now. This is your laugh. Now, can you tell me, did you know Jack before the war?
Yes.
Yeah.
We were engaged when he went away.
Yes, yeah. So what age were you when you were engaged?
Oh, do you remember?
What,
How old I was?
well, I was 15. I'd say you'd be about 20.
And you yourself were about 22, is that right? Jack, you 22, 23, something like that?
Yes, that's right, yes.
And Beryl, when you knew that Singapore had fallen, how long was it that you knew that Jack was still alive?
Before I knew.
How long was it?
I can't remember.
I mean, did you keep in touch with his family?
Oh yes.
Yeah. So did you know when they got cards and the first time that they knew that he was alive?
Yes.
And when the war was over, do you remember his return to Melbourne?
Yes.
Yes, you came, yes, down there, came to the boat.
And
to the Orange, yeah.
Now, I did ask you earlier, the date that you were married, but Jackie, Beryl suggested you might remember the date that you were of your wedding.
24th, we got married, 24th of November.
That's right.
Of what year?
What year? The 24th of November. That'll be 1945, 46.
46, yeah. So you had a long sort of courtship once you came back, yeah. Now, Beryl, you also told me that you were in the army yourself. So what did you do?
Oh, office work.
I
was a sergeant.
A sergeant? You outranked him?
Yes, I did.
Sergeant, yes. I was only corporal.
And that was in the AWAS, was it? And what does that stand for? What does AWAS stand for?
Australian Women's Army Service.
Yes, yeah. And they did lots of wonderful work, didn't they? And when did you take your discharge from that?
Oh heavens. When did I get discharged?
Discharged? No, look, I don't know. But I think it was after we got married. Well, no, before we got married.
Yeah. I
And
couldn't
that's
tell you the
November, it
date.
must have been. No, I
So
can't remember.
you don't know. We could look it up if we could get it to a computer actually. And how many children did you and
Three.
Jack have?
Three.
So it's Diane up in Sydney. Where are the other two?
Where's John?
Huh?
Where's John?
Now,